Hey guys, welcome back to Planet Tyro's Tyro Talk, where we talk about everything. And recently I've been using Tyro Talk to talk about live action shows, especially the Warner Brothers DC Comics shows, because they're not reviews. They're very rambly discussions. And this time last time I spoke about Gotham, which was a bloody mess and big disappointment, which is no surprise to anyone, to be honest with you. And now we're going to speak about Arrow, aka Green Arrow, the CW TV series. And I've been watching Arrow for years, but I never spoke about it because I wanted to, I don't know. They were on season 3 at this point, so I thought, let me just finish this season and I'll talk about it. And the best thing is about that is that when this season ended, not a spoiler, it ended with them driving into the sunset, literally. So it's literally a very clean place to end the whole series. Now the series is still going on, I know that, but for me, I'm gonna leave Arrow here. And that's not for me to say that, oh, I had enough, so I'm stopping here. I just want to stop watching Arrow and move on to other shows, which is why we're talking about it now. So firstly, I want to say, let's jump to Smallville for a second. In Smallville, Green Arrow was a character in Smallville, and I didn't really know about the Green Arrow character. I never read him in the comics. My introduction to him was both in the Smallville show and in the Justice League Unlimited show. Now, the portrayal of Green Arrow in these shows was pretty much he's like another version of Batman. He's like a combination of Batman and Robin Hood. Even in the animated show, he actually wears the Robin Hood kind of esque clothing, and he's a much lighter version, and he's a little bit more jovial. He just seems like he's pretty much a clone of Batman, a rich playboy who's kind of orphaned, who's gritty, but he's just a lighter version of Batman. And in the Justice League cartoon, they even mentioned that he is a lighter version of Batman. Now in Smallville, honestly, he was one of the best things in Smallville. And to be honest with you, I always thought it was because of Smallville and his popularity in Smallville, they gave him his own show. Because honestly, Smallville, the last couple of seasons, it was the guy who played Green Arrow and the guy who played Lex Luthor. These two guys always made Smallville great. So to me, that's the reason why Green Arrow got a show. Now, when I saw that they weren't casting the same guy as Smallville for Green Arrow, and I saw this guy who I never really saw before, I think he was in the episode of Private Practice or something, I thought to myself, And I didn't watch Green Arrow the first season it was on, but I heard rave reviews about how it's so good and how it's so awesome. And because I like Green Arrow and Smallville, I thought, you know what? I'm going to watch it after the first season ended. So I waited till the first 2 seasons ended before I watched Arrow. And it was and after season 3, even more Green Arrow in a nutshell is schlock action. This is like DC's playground to mess around with all these ideas and mess around with a lot more characters. The thing I like about Arrow is the action is very good. The action is really cool, really fast paced. It looks really good. It just looks good. The actors are good, but they're all pretty young, very model looking CW. I think that's typical for the CW shows anyway, Warner Brothers shows, that young adults, they all got to look pretty, they all fit, they all just look like they come from Beverly Hills or something. So that's not to be unexpected, but for this show, it's just a little bit predictable. The story in this interpretation of Green Arrow, again, I'm not one of those, you need to stick to the canon, you need to stick to the comics. I don't mind if they deviate. I think they should deviate because every medium should have a different interpretation. This interpretation of Green Arrow to me is a very Christopher Nolan, once again DC following this, let's make it dark, let's make it gritty, let's make it violent, let's make it emo. You know, Green Arrow, that's Batman in a nutshell. Green Arrow was meant to be the lighter version of that, in my opinion. And this guy is the most seriously melodramatic emo guy superhero I've ever seen. And Green Arrow's story is gritty, don't get me wrong, but from what I've seen before, it's just a little bit more lighthearted than what I was expecting. The first season of Arrow, I loved it. I'm not gonna lie. People hated it because Green Arrow is a killer. In the first season, he kills people. And I loved it. And the whole DC, a lot of the DC characters don't kill, but in season 1, he's a killer. And a lot of it's changed from what you know from the Smallville Green Arrow and the comics Green Arrow, but I didn't care. It was just great action. I didn't really care for the storyline. I was just watching him murder people, get his revenge. The whole first season was just about him murdering and finding out his identity and finding out what happened to him and his parents and blah, 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 blah. But it was just dumb fun. The second season, man, this is my biggest problem with Arrow. It starts to take itself way too seriously with its melodrama, with its love, not even triangle, love, rectangles, octagons or whatever. Man, they get, it gets to a point where I'm just like, I don't want to hear these platitudes. I don't want to hear these, I need to save my city and this is why I fight and life is death and I can't love you because of death or we can't be together. So much of it feels like schlock Shakespearean melodrama. And, you know, it would annoy me if it wasn't so fucking hilarious. The melodrama in this show is so cheesy and so thick. I can't even be mad at it. And especially from season 2 onwards, the characters, a lot of the female characters like Lorelai and Oliver's sister. Oh, Ollie, you lied to me. And so much melodrama. Please, but it's hilarious. It's like, I don't think I could bear it if it just wasn't so bad. It's so cheesy. But all through, the action's good. Another thing I like about Arrow is it plays with the DC character base. I've seen the Suicide Squad, Ra's al Ghul. You've seen so much fan service to cut to the shit. So much DC fan service in the show. They're just having fun with it. And that's what they should do. Forget about canon. Just have fun. So with the action, with the showing all these characters, all this fan service, Arrow is just schlock fun. And then you throw in the Flash to make a little crossover. It's just like candy. Like, Arrow is just superhero candy. But it just takes itself too seriously sometimes. There's no levity in it. There's no comedic elements in the show. It's just so serious, so gritty, so dark, and so emo. Oh, it's like, that's what bugs me about the show. That's my main problem with the show. It's like, I wish it was just more jovial. Everything in the show is so serious, it's so gritty and so Dark Knight-ish, even more intense than it needs to be. Oh man, sorry, how could I forget? Actually, another criticism I fucking have, and actually a very big negative I have for this show, man, are these goddamn flashbacks. Man, this whole lost shit of, while the main story of Green Arrow's going on, through all the seasons, we're seeing flashbacks of Oliver's training or how he became the Green Arrow. He's on the island and he meets people on the island. It gets to the point where, are you just making this shit up as it goes along? Because, again, I want to stick to continuity, but in the main story, like in the comics or whatever, he was stuck on this island and he went through all this training on the island. In this live action show, he was stuck on this island for 5 years, and then you find out that he wasn't just on the island, he was globetrotting, he was working for Amanda Waller, he was doing all this, like, really? Really? So those years he wasn't just on the island, he was all over the world as some fucking super agent, this, that, and the other. The flashbacks are so annoying. The first season it was fine, but they should have dropped them flashbacks, because honestly, I fucking hate them. I hate the flashbacks. They're just a cheap plot story element I don't like anymore. Arrow does not need it. And actually, through the third season, I was skipping all of the flashbacks because I did not care. Believe me, I by the second season, you get the point. You understand how he became Green Arrow on this island. But yeah, so guys, I really don't have much to say about Arrow. It really is just schlock DC fan service action, and it's one of those ones I enjoy on a superficial level. But it does irritate me with the goddamn melodrama. The actors are good, but the melodrama makes them terrible. But I try to look past it. But I think the actors got talent. And on season 3, every single character became a superhero. There wasn't one character in the show that was just an innocent bystander, which doesn't really bother me again, because this show is full of meat, full of things to chew on. But when it's not dealing with action, it's dealing with melodrama and love shit. And the guy playing Arrow just staring at the screen, just being so emo, and I need to fight, I need to save my city, I can't love anyone, blah, blah, blah. Fuck all that, guys. It's just yawn fest, seriously. So if I had to give Arrow a rating, it would be okay. Honestly, the story is a complete mess, but the action is fun. The action is done really well. Fighting scenes are very good. they put a lot of work into the action, into the choreography. I respect the actors for going all in. I see behind the scenes, they do a lot of work to make the show fun, and I appreciate that. But the story is dumb, number one. Two, the flashbacks are fucking stupid, and the melodrama is unbearable, and that's me being fair. So, and the good thing is season 3 ended, like I said, it ended properly to leave. And I'm gonna stop now because I actually wanna, you know what, I was gonna talk about the Flash, guys, but I'm gonna talk about the Flash when I watch season 2. I watched about 4 episodes of the Flash, and this looks like what I want to watch. Action, fun, not taking itself too seriously. So I already know Flash has got a lot of praise as the best superhero show, apart from Daredevil on right now, that's just got the full package. And I got a feeling I'm gonna like the Flash a lot more than Arrow. And apparently they got this crossover series, The Legend of whatever. I don't know about that. But Flash I'm looking forward to. Arrow's just okay. And now I think hopefully this might be the last TV review I do for a while, because I'm tapped out on television shows. But as for the CW, the live action stuff is okay. Supergirl's coming next as well. We'll see how that goes. But guys, let me know what you think. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. Do you like Arrow? Do you think I'm just some asshole that can't just sit back and enjoy a show? I did this time. I did. But I'm going to call it as I see it. Arrow, schlock, dumb, DC, fan service, action. End of story. So guys, thanks for watching another episode of Tyro Talk, because I'm just talking from my brain. No script. If you like the content, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button if you like the video. And I want to hear your thoughts. As I said, leave one down below. And until then, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.